What's up, boys and girls? Blackwater Japan here, and today we are going to be doing rear brakes with new rotors on the Lexus GS300. I'll show you the rotors here in a second, and then also I'm going to try and get these wheels back on the SC today because I just mounted tires like last week, and I put some 225s on, and they're like incredibly small because these are 18 by 11. But I only put 225s on because it's really all I had, and then I had 235s on before, and they were rubbing like crazy and getting tire gunk everywhere. So hopefully this slightly smaller tire will fix that a little bit. It's kind of like scary stretch though, like I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a gap in between, like that Sudani fitment thing. I don't know. They look sick though. I love these wheels. So anyways, I'm gonna try to put those back on, and then oh yeah, the other thing I have to do is put the other exhaust tip back on because it fell off. I don't know why, but these always like to fall off on me. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna get going on these brakes, and I'll show you guys how it's done. So here's our new rotors. Drilled and slotted. Looks like some new hardware for the caliper. New pads. Whenever I go this route with eBay, I like to go this route because these are really cheap. These rotors, these drilled and slotted rotors are really cheap, and they are pretty decent quality, and they have a decent warranty as well. The only thing I don't like is the pads usually end up creating a lot of brake dust and don't seem to last as long. So after the first pads go out, I just upgrade the pads as long as these rotors are still good and keep rolling. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I got the other rotor in here. So yeah, so first thing first, we're gonna jack this bitch up, take off these center caps and get the wheels off. Make sure it's on jack stand so we're all good and safe, and then start going at the caliper. Okay, so now that the car's jacked up on jack stands with the jack under there on the diff as well for extra safety just in case, we can start to remove the caliper. So the first thing you gotta do is break these two nuts free, these two bolts, and take those out, and then find a way to hang this. I always have like a wire hanger, I'll show you guys here in a minute, and I hang it from the strut, and then compress this caliper, and then we're gonna pop this old rotor off, put the new rotor on, and then get the pads ready to go on here and put them on, and they should be good. So yeah, these boys are getting kind of low. You can't really see, but they're getting pretty low, and they also just look crusty as hell. So the drilled and slotted should help perform better and look a lot better than this old rusty crap. Okay, so I took the two caliper bolts out. Now this thing should just be able to slide up here. Okay, like so, and that's what we got to compress. There's the old pads, getting pretty low, you can see. We're also gonna re-grease these slide pins, top and bottom, both sides. So I'll show you how I like to hang it. Hold on, I'm gonna put that sucker just like so. Okay, it's gonna be very hard to show you guys with one hand, but this is basically basic way how to compress your brake caliper. I always use just these giant pliers. You can put a pad in between that and the piston, the clamps and the piston, but I never really do. Okay, I had to use both hands to squeeze it. But yeah, see, now it's compressed, and now there's room for the new brake pads. So now I'm gonna go on the back of here, and there's like a nut right here and a nut up here. I think they're gonna be 17 mils, gonna take those off, and then this caliper bracket will come off, and then we should be able to pop the rotor free. Probably gonna have to use the sledgehammer as it hasn't been taken off in years. Okay, I just popped the rotor off. It's pretty easy. Tapped it a couple times with my mini sledge. She has like no drum brakes left, like none. There's like nothing there. So this is what it looks like. This is like your e-brake setup, basically, for the foot e-brake. We took ours off anyway, so we're not even using this. We plan to swap to a hand brake, a normal one. Maybe use it from an SC400. I've seen a couple guys do that in these first gen GS's. Yeah, so this would be a good time if you wanted to brake clean this or sand the shoes down just a little bit so they have fresh grip when you're ripping the e-brake. Well, you can't really rip it in these cars, but whatever you got. This is pretty much the same for Supra, SC. Probably second gen GS is really similar. LS is probably really similar all around on all these cars. But yeah, anyways, so now I'm gonna clean up just a little bit and then go ahead and put the new rotors back on, start putting the brackets back on, the pads in, and yeah, button it up. Okay, squealer goes on the bottom on these ones because they go against the rotor. Gonna have to play with it a little bit. And then the back sides. There. Alright, so it's all good now. Rotor's on, everything's complete. Make sure you put your little retainers in there. I'm pretty sure it's to help push the pads back out when you're not braking, so they are quiet and not touching the rotor. Anyways, make sure all your bolts are tight and you should be good to go. Torque those suckers down, however you like to do that, OEM way or just fucking tighten the shit out of it. And then, yeah, there's our stupid exhaust. And yeah, we're gonna put the wheels back on, then get over to the SC, start doing some shit on that. Okay, so you can see the front ones are also drilled and slotted. It's kind of hard to see in there. All that shiny chrome to your dome. These are all good. They're all done. Now I'm just gonna pump the brake pedal a few times and then kind of go forward and backwards a couple times, get them to seat. And I'm gonna go park it over there and then pull the SC out. Start switching out the rear wheels on the SC. Hopefully these clear the fenders better. And then I'm gonna put that exhaust back on and then maybe go drive this over to Matt and Berto's and see what they're up to. There, we got this beast out here. I need to raise it a little bit more. Still waiting on the front bumper from Bean Sports. We got this single tip exhaust for now because that one fell off. Dual exhaust looks best on these cars. So I'm gonna switch out my rear wheels because I put these on when we went to go mountain driving and just do a little skirts up there. Put my other wheels back on. And yeah, it needs a wash, but I'm definitely not gonna do that today. I'm too lazy. All right, got the fucking wheels on. Excuse me, got the other exhaust tip on. And luckily with this tire size, we do have a little bit of gap and it's not just sitting on that tire like it was before. So hopefully when I take corners and stuff, it doesn't touch it too much. But yeah, there's like, I could stick a finger in there. That's good. The poke on that wheel is crazy though. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna check tire pressure, make sure it's all good, and then maybe show you guys a little cold start video. It's really loud though, but see if my neighbors don't care. There's a GS in the visitor spot. Alright guys, I think this is about where I'm going to end the video. SC's all good with these wheels. Matt's messing with the spree that Berto just bought. Oh, I can't zoom in. Oh well. Oh, Berto's back from getting gas. Alright, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Blackwater Japan for more stuff.